Good morning or good evening, folks. How are we all today? I'm brilliant. I finished work. I didn't have a particularly good day. There was a few locked gates, which sucked, but you know, these things happen. I'll get to them next week. Overall, the week's been pretty good. It's nice just to be able to concentrate on work and get my life back in order. So this is what I've got in the ute. I didn't pick that other stuff up today because I just had nowhere to put it. There's my dodgy old trailer. I'm buying another one next month. Dead set, the front of that fell off while I was at a job. I didn't even know it was broken. So yeah, just fell off. Lucky it didn't fall off while I was driving down the highway, because that would have been another version of I'm a dumbass. Almost is anyway. G'day Smush. G'day Gracie. Alright, so that's all going to go here, I think. It's all going to go in the front yard. Guess that's one of the good things about not having neighbours. Now, I'm going to have a little talk in a second just about the food industry and the gardening industry, and also a little bit about the YouTube gardening industry, and because that's what it's becoming. So stick around. It's nothing political, it's nothing controversial, no names are named, but I just want to make sure that we're all keeping gardening simple and for what it is, fun. It's fun. It's always supposed to be fun. All right, stick around, guys. Hey, guys. I was talking to a friend last night. His name rhymes with canoe. And we were talking about the channel and how things work with the bigger type channels. And I sort of said to him, look, I think in the YouTube world, the problem I'm starting to see is that there's some people that do it for the right reason. Don't know, the Food Forest Namibia. And there's some people that do it for the wrong reason. And I have become increasingly concerned that these people, given they've got such a large audience, are pushing the prices of plants and gardening in general up. So I'll give you an example. I saw a YouTube creator planting potatoes, all right, in a tub. He used about $15 worth of dirt and organic fertilizer, sheds packed with organic fertilizer, every single fertilizer you could ever think of, and grew about $2 worth of potatoes. And I said to him, I'm like, do you really think that this is good advice that you're giving people? And the reply I got was fairly snarky, if I was being honest. Now, this person earns a lot of money from this business, but when I see trees that I can buy in the local nursery for $80, advertised for $180, I see 6 seeds for $6 that I can buy for $2.95 here. It makes me wonder, and I really don't want that to become the norm, because this is how it happens. It becomes normal, and then all of a sudden your plants are cost twice as much. So that really concerns me, and that's why I want to do what I want to do with the food here, because I have a general belief that while food shouldn't be free, people got to grow it, people got to work, people got to earn a living. People deserve to be rich, if you work hard enough and you do it without screwing anybody else over. I believe that you can definitely charge for your services, but there's a line. So when you stop helping people and you start hurting them, even financially, by convincing them that this is what these particular things are worth, when really they're just a seed. They're a seed in a pot, and time and water. All right, so just let's try and keep gardening simple. Let's try and keep it for what it is. And I know, like, everybody gardens a different way, raised beds, in-ground beds. Definitely not telling you to change, definitely not telling you to spend your money however I want you to spend your money. But what I would say is look for bargains, Free plants are the best plants. There's no reason to buy a $180 tree because it's got a certain label on it. And I'll give you one more example. There's a permaculture champion in this world. I will not mention names, but I have spoken to representatives of this person, not the person themselves, and I can tell you that they were quoting $5,000 for US for a 1-hour consultation and less information than what the friend of the channel, Beshi, has done for the Food Forest Namibia for free. So the fact that somebody will charge $5,000 to offer gardening advice that people have been doing for thousands and thousands of years tells me that maybe their heart's not in the right place. And I'd really like to stop people with that mindset hijacking the industry. So we can fix this. We can grow trees, we can make food, we can swap food with our neighbours. You know, you can give food to your family, you can volunteer in local communities, you can do gardens, you can pop over to Namibia, you can buy a cow. That's what I'm doing. I'm buying a cow. So there's lots of things you can do, but maybe we should just be wary that there are villains in every industry, and just be careful. Just be careful, guys. Let's keep the price down. Let's keep the fun in it, and let's keep it for what it is. It's gardening. It's gardening. We've been doing it forever. We've been doing it forever. Sorry about the rant. It was just on my mind. Okay, enough with the negativity. Let's let the chickens out. Now, on a much more positive note, I want to give a shout out to YouTube channels that I think do it well, do a really, really good job, and provide me with a lot of information. So it's not all bad. There's plenty of good stuff to get on YouTube, and I'll start with Nate at Garden Like a Viking. I watch that dude every week. I listen to his Q&A. I don't know anybody that knows more about organic gardening than he does. Now, I also really like Tony from Simplified Gardening. That dude knows more about compost than anybody I've ever met. And now these guys, they make money, you know, like Nate's got some granular fertilizer that he makes himself and he sells, and I imagine it's excellent stuff. Tony writes books, okay, but what they don't do is he doesn't sell the books for 150 quid. So yeah, there's plenty of people out there. The Food Forest Namibia is an excellent channel. Anything Andrew Millison does, now everybody knows Millison, but the work he does and the information that he spreads is amazing. And again, he's making money, but he's doing it the right way. So that's what I mean by crossing the line. And this channel will never ever cross the line. This channel is just about the love of gardening and what we can do with very, very little. So we all know that I've got a compost business starting. I keep talking about it, but what can come from that compost business is amazing. You can get compost, you can get worm castings, I can get topsoil, I can get essentially fertilizer for a whole garden that's going to feed a kitchen that then is going to feed a community at vastly reduced prices. Like, I went to a Chinese shop, Chinese restaurant the other night, and it was delicious, really, really good. But 2 people, $100. So, and the reason for that is because restaurants get their food from middlemen, and middlemen source the produce. So you're actually paying twice. If you go direct to supplier, you're only paying once, and then if you barter, you can legally avoid the tax man. So why not? Yeah, why not cut the middleman out? Why not bring the price of food down and make it attainable for everyone? The fact there's people in the world that don't have vegetables when you can plant a seed in the ground is just horrific when you really, really think about it. So one last thing I want to say, I heard about the soup kitchen through the Food Forest Namibia's video. I think it is a wonderful idea. And Claire, I salute you, and I hope it works. I've actually done a little thing for you and Dano, so check in with Dano and see what he's got. All right, I'm going to, well, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to drink the rest of this beer because it's Friday and life's good. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day. Have a lekker day. Bye now.